This is Championship Wrestling from Florida. And now, the award-winning voice of Championship Wrestling is chosen by the Florida Sportscasters Association, Gordon Solie.
Thank you very much, Bob Stone, and welcome once again to Championship Wrestling 86. A lot of exciting things have happened during this past week. I'd like to point out something that I find very interesting in the September issue of Sports Review magazine. On the cover, it mentions Lex Luger becomes a fan favorite and also a marked man. And there's an excellent series on Lex Luger in this magazine coming out in September. That's the Sports Review Wrestling. And, of course, talking about Lex Luger, as you know, last week we announced that there was a new Florida champion, Cowboy Ron Bass. We now have a new Southern champion. And it was the superstar who took Lex Luger to the limit. And, buddy, he walked away with a belt.
That's right. Well, the masked superstar last week did predict that just give him a match with Lex Luger for the Southern title and that he would walk away with the belt. And he does have the title. A little later on in the program, I will be having a Take 5 interview with the masked superstar to get his comments.
Fair enough. And I also might mention we'll see a little bit more of what you just saw at the opening of the program, Stan Lane and Tyree Pride, and something that happened to Steve Kern outside of the wrestling ring. And in addition to that, you know this fellow Chris Champion, who's been challenging and challenging and challenging, undefeated here on television, right? We'll find out how it goes with him today, because right after we pause for these words, we're going to see Chris Champion in the ring against Barry Windham.
Time limit. Introducing first to my right. He hails from Sweetwater, Texas, weighs in at 260 pounds. Here he is, Barry Windham. His opponent hails from the Isle of Tasmania, weighs in at 222 pounds. Here's Chris Champion. This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit.
One fall, 10-minute time limit now. Chris Champion has been issuing challenge. That challenge has been answered now by Barry Windham, and Champion moves in very quickly, gets the side headlock. And so Windham, up into those ring ropes, fires him off, comes off the opposite ropes. Got him crisscrossing in the center of the ring, and it is Champion caught by Windham that time. Moves in on him, catches him with another spin under takedown, and Barry Windham brings him up a full body slam. And it looks to me, buddy, like Mr. Champion's bitten off a bit too much.
Well, Chris Champion knows when to get out of the ring. Right there was a good time. It seemed like Barry Windham was on a roll. Chris Champion figured, well, let's get out of the ring, slow things down, and get, again, start all over. Now, Chris comes up with that side headlock. I tell you, for one of the newcomers to wrestling, well, he's not really a newcomer. He's been wrestling for some time. I am really greatly impressed with Chris Champion. He shows a lot of promise, has a lot of ring ability. Well, there he's able to counter this move very quickly. And I'll tell you, going against a man like Barry Windham, he's going against one of the very best, one of the top-rated men in the world. So Chris Champion is indeed going out for the very best in wrestling.
Champion with a look of concern on his face when Barry Windham came out of that head scissors. And the crowd now picking up the chant, Barry, Barry, Barry. And, cheap shot. Cheap shot by Champion. Caught him on the break, catches him again. Delivers another hard right hand. Irish, whoa! Russ third, and he catch him with that knee, and he's got Barry Windham. He's got him staggered. Windham has got some problems shaking that head, trying to get rid of those cobwebs.
That's right. This very well could be an upset. Well, no. I'll tell you, a man like Barry Windham, you just never know what he's going to come up with next. Right there, Chris Champion thought he had him going. But here comes Barry Windham right back, and the tables have turned again, and Chris Champion is down. So now it's going to be up to Chris Champion to pull this one out.
Off the rope. Windham caught him. He caught him. And Champion wanting him to back away. Windham catches him again. And he plants a hard one right into the forehead. Coming off the rope. He caught him with another lariat that like to took his head off. And a 3 count. A 3 count. A 3 count and a highly popular victory for Barry Windham. Chris Champion up and staggering around. He's not quite sure. Let me see if I can get him over here. Let me see if I can get him. What's he complaining about? He was complaining to the referee about something. Well, we'll find out here in just a moment.
Did you see that? He had his foot on the rope, 2 handfuls of tights, and the referee didn't do anything. I don't believe it.
He had what now?
He had his feet on the rope and 2 handfuls of tights. You saw it, you saw it. You're sitting right here, you watching the monitor as me.
Well, I would imagine that'll put an end to your...
I'm going to call my lawyer, and there's going to be an injunction on this. He's not going to get away with pulling a fast one over on me.
Okay. Yeah, any more challenges coming up from you? I don't think so.
Well, I tell you what, now that I finished off Barry Windham, I took care of him there in the ring in front of all you people saw me beat him. Now I want Lex Luger. Oh. Now I want Ric Flair. I want them all to line up so I can knock them down like a bunch of dominoes.
Thank you very much. Oh, boy.
Well, he's still making challenges. He wants the very best. I have to give him a lot of credit.
Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I won't say what's on my mind at all, but that is a brash young man. We'll be back.